Hello. In the course of running my startup, I have learned a very important lesson. And this lesson is that discipline is a learned skill. Nobody starts out with immense discipline. I'm on my 25th book of the year 2024, and a lot of people look at it as a big feat, or they look at it like, oh, I've done something really special, especially when they come into the book club and I kind of give them a background of what I've done thus far in and around reading and in and around books. And they're like, oh my God, you must be super or whatever. And a lot of times they feel bad that, oh, I'm not able to meet up, I'm not able to read. Some people feel that it's impossible. I understand. And at the same time, I try to keep them accountable because discipline is a learned skill. I can't count how many times I tried picking up a reading habit and I failed. And so I just didn't have the discipline to finish up reading. I didn't have the discipline to read daily. And it took me time to hone this skill, to try again and again and again and again and again before I was able to get it, right? So discipline is a learned skill. You're not going to start learning to read. You're not going to start doing anything as regards discipline immediately. You are not most probably not going to get it well at your first attempt. If you do that, chances are that you would backslide or you would sidetrack at the end of the day. But if you build this skill little by little by little by little by little, then yes, you can actually amount to a lot. You can actually become disciplined. So I tried reading again and again and again, and I failed. But I built a community. We built a community where people can come in and have the right amount of peer pressure and the right targets, the right KPIs to measure against, to be sure to help them pick up a consistent reading habit. And like every skill, you have to give yourself the room to fail at first. So if your child begins to walk and takes two steps and falls down, you would rejoice. But we don't give ourselves that same grace. We don't give ourselves that same slack that we cut people that are trying to do other new things. So I'm telling you, sir, ma, please extend some grace to yourself when you are learning new skills. It is okay to be so bad at it at first. It is okay to try it 99 times, 100 times, 1,000 times and fail at it. Discipline is a skill. Like every other skill, practice gets you closer to excellence, and excellence gets you closer to mastery. So discipline is a learned skill. What is that thing that you try to actually develop a healthy lifestyle or a healthy discipline in and around? This is a great time to tell you to go back, stand up, dust your bum and get back at it. Put in the work again, try again. Yes, let people laugh that you tried it 1,001 times and failed before. It is their cup of tea, it is not your cup of tea. Like every skill, be willing to start as a beginner. Be open to failure. However, failure is only final when you give up. So start again. What is it you want to do again? You started exercising and you stopped. Start again. What is that thing that you really want to do that has been a challenge and you've not been able to do it? Start again. Start again. You can actually start again and you can improve in your skill level of discipline. So Mr. Tayo said something. He thought about the AKSM model in the Youthnomics book that we are reading, and that is awareness, knowledge, skill, and mastery. It is okay to be at the point of awareness and go and know how to do what you want to do. That's knowledge. Then, in applying that knowledge, you now develop skill. And this application of knowledge, many times, it doesn't come quick pro quo. You have to go at it again and again and again before you know how to do it better and better and better. Then when you have developed skill and you stay consistent with your skill, then you can now grow to become a master, especially if you know the right things to measure. So like every skill, getting discipline, yes, it's not going to be interesting, it's not going to be so fun. Many times you have to see yourself fail again and again and again and again. But remember, now who give up, now mess up. So don't give up. You are not a quitter. You can actually master almost anything. Mr. Nelson O'Connor says that it takes you roughly 4,000 hours to become very good at any skill. So that thing that you have been trying and you've been failing, have you done it for up to 4,000 hours? If you haven't done it up to 4,000 hours, then you're still in your learning phase. Come on, get very serious with yourself. Discipline is a learned skill. And I've also learned that Discipline in one area doesn't automatically confer discipline on other areas, and you cannot spread discipline across board at the same time. So what do? You have to master one area first, then move on to the next, then move on to the next, then move on to the next. I'll give you a personal example. I've mastered discipline in reading, I mastered discipline in exercising, I mastered discipline in vocal exercising also. But I'm here to master discipline in areas like eating a fruit a day, eating healthy, recording my finance. There are just a few other things that I'm trying to put in place, and it's okay. Sometimes when I default, many times when I default, not sometimes when I default, I get to remind myself that hey, discipline is a skill. You just have to keep at it. You've not done this for about 4,000 hours. You are still at the K level in the AKSM model, so nothing is out of place here. If you keep at it for long enough, best believe you are going to arrive at a point where you are disciplined in that particular skill and that in that particular thing. And at that point, a lot of people look at you like you're doing something superb, like you are an overnight success, and that not really is the case. That is not the case at all. The big deal is, did you give yourself grace enough to fail and fail and fail and fail again until you succeed? So think about these things. Discipline is a learned skill. If you fail, it's part of the process. If you don't get it the first time, it's part of the process. If you don't get it 100 times, it's part of the process. The goal is that you continue keeping at it, and one day you find out that you've come a long way and it's just natural. God bless you.